Okay. After some audio trouble, we've got it figured out.
Mm-hmm.
We're approximately 8 minutes behind schedule, but we can make it work. No, we wanted to talk today about...
Honeymoon.
I don't have any information about it, but...
No, we don't know anything about it. But it's a little bit more fun to plan right now because the wedding...
We don't have to write checks right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... This is... We need to also clarify, this is just for fun.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it at dinner, and it was a fun conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So I just said, well, let's sit down and talk about it so we have a little documentation of it.
Yeah.
Of the fun. I think we'll look back in 10 months and be like, what were we talking about? We're going to get Whataburger for our honeymoon.
We're pretending like we're going, but we're just going to stay at the house.
So we came up with 5 each.
Yes.
5 destination locations.
That we may have discussed previously, but that technically right now we don't know each other's.
So I came up with one. The whole reason why we're talking about this at work, I'd been on the computer all day with the new the new building that we're working on designing, and I think maybe I saw an advertisement, but I don't want to give advertisement the credit.
Mm-hmm.
An idea really just came to me, and I went, what if we did this for the honeymoon? And I was like, that would be really cool story. I don't know if it would be cool or not, but should we just jump into it?
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to go? You first or me?
You first.
Okay. Well, then I'll start with the first one that I came up with. The idea that I had was, what if we went to a place to go pearl diving? Little nod to my name.
Mm-hmm.
My mom literally texted me Pearly today.
Yeah. Stroll
And,
pearl.
Yeah.
Stroll the pearl.
It's a thing.
Pearly man.
And I've always bought you
Yeah. Well,
our 1 year anniversary. I bought you the
yes.
pearl ring.
It's my fave.
I still am proud of my 16-year-old self.
I mean, seriously.
Or 17.
What 16-year-old comes up with that? 17.
17.
But
yeah.
still.
And then I bought you a single pearl necklace. Just like one, it's just one.
It's got a pearl at the
and then a
top
drop.
and then a drop pearl.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And then I bought pearl earrings as well.
Mm-hmm. I promptly lost one. Maybe 24 hours after he gave them to me.
Maybe 36. But, so anyways, I thought, that would be kind of cool. That would make it a warm location.
Mm-hmm.
Diving, I think. I mean, like I said, we haven't done any serious research.
Right.
Just wanted to talk it out.
Yeah. But still a very cool idea and would be really fun to find pearls, like especially considering the meaning
exactly.
of them.
So I just Googled pearl diving vacation or vacation with pearl diving or something like that. And Tahiti was the very first place to come up. And I've heard of it, of course. I had no idea where it was.
Yeah.
French Polynesian islands or in the French Polynesian.
Whatever that means.
Far.
One of the French I don't know.
Yeah.
Super far.
I mean, it's closer to New Zealand significantly.
Yeah.
Than Hawaii. Not
Yeah.
even. And it's hard to imagine how far Hawaii really is.
Yeah.
I mean, I might be wrong on the scale, but it's like the distance from like California to Hawaii is the same distance from California to the East Coast.
Really?
I think it's pretty close. I think it's like a 5-hour flight.
Jeez.
Or 6-hour. Like I said, I've never done any research. But
yeah, I would believe it.
I just quickly looked on Google Maps, and it looks to be about the same distance.
Yeah.
Even further from Hawaii
right.
than So
Another
that was my
6
first
hours.
one. So that was, and the list that we did, I said, let's write 5 things or 5 places, and then 3 little snippets about why.
Okay.
So, of course, the first one that sparked the interest was pearl diving.
Mm-hmm.
But that also meant warm-ish weather,
Mm-hmm.
beach scene.
Right.
Maybe not beaches, but water.
Right.
Blue water, pretty water. And then an exotic island where I've heard of it. I couldn't, off the top of my head, tell you someone that's been there. So
Yeah.
that was...
Which is kind of cool. It's something that would be a new experience that we haven't heard all about or...
Yeah.
We don't think that we've done that vacation before.
No, definitely not. And, one of my initial reservations of it was is it a competition to see if we could go somewhere that no one else has been?
A little bit.
Maybe it is. But at the same time, I've heard the Grand Canyon's beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not opposed to going places that we know will be fun because so many people go there.
That's good because the rest of my list will be pretty fun then. I'll let you. Okay, then what's your first one?
My first one is
This isn't also this isn't order of top number 1 to number 5. This is just a random.
okay. Well, then,
Mine was just that was just the first one I thought of before I thought of the idea.
okay. Well, then I'm going to go off of that and say that I also wrote Tahiti, but I wrote or wherever there is a house over the water. One of those, because that's always been. Not that I've given a whole lot of thought to honeymoon, but that always seems like a really fun thing to do for your honeymoon. I feel like.
There's tons of Expedia. I think their advertisement's one of those.
Yeah.
So.
But they look really cool. So Tahiti for all the same reasons that you did, plus the fact that there would be a really pretty little hut or whatever over the water.
I don't know if that's Tahiti.
There is. I looked.
All right. All right. She did more research than I did. Okay, so that's your number 1 as well. Or that's the first one that you're going to mention.
That's the first one I'm going to mention because it plays off of yours as well.
Okay. Well then
I don't think any of ours are going to be the same after that though.
I'm going to agree. But
for
you
it.
go to your second then.
Okay. Greece.
Ooh, okay, going to
Always been on my bucket list.
They're in a total shitstorm right now, but
I know. So that would be the only drawback is that I don't really know. I'm not up to date on their day-to-day.
government situation.
Yeah. But it's beautiful. There's a lot of different things that you could do there. You could do like the whole beach scene, or you can go and see, the Parthenon and the history behind it and everything like that. I've always thought that those, whatever they are, the like white, what are they, clay houses that are all like built into the side of the mountain, they're so pretty. Lots of things to see, and it seems like it'd be romantic.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
A loving culture.
Mm-hmm.
Or what it seems to be from
What
over
it
here.
seems to be.
Without
Who knows?
without doing any research.
No research whatsoever. Just that has been one of the ones that that's always been on my list that I've always thought would be cool to go see. So more of a bucket list thing.
Yeah.
Than anything.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I have. Let me see if I have a bucket lister of mine. You know what? The other 4 of mine aren't really bucket listers. You know what? We talked about this too. We were talking, and I just mentioned. I said honestly, I would be fine with going to Port Aransas.
Yeah.
30 minutes from us. That wouldn't bother me.
Me either.
If like I think that it's meant for us to hang out. And then you just read while I was saying that. You were online. You went, well, people say a honeymoon is supposed to be the trip of a lifetime. And I thought every trip that I've ever done is the trip of a lifetime. Did we just lose the video?
I think it said something. A little white screen popped up.
Oh, no. Now we're back. Just kidding. Because we're going to edit all that out before. Sorry about that. No, so we were saying about the trip of a lifetime and how the honeymoon should be the trip of a lifetime. That's what you read.
Mm-hmm.
And, as you kind of were reading this article, I went, every trip that I've ever done is the trip of a lifetime. I'm not going to take the time to plan a trip. Not that we've done a bunch of trips.
No.
But every time that we've done something that takes planning and preparation, it's always fun.
Yeah.
Regardless if we go to a place that's supposed to be tropical and it's raining on us the whole time.
Right. Bahamas, 2017, 18.
18. But we still made it fun.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, we don't, I don't understand. That's not,
Yeah.
just doesn't make sense to me. When are you going to plan a trip? When are you going to do all the work for a trip and it not be as much fun as possible? So I don't think the honeymoon needs to be the trip of a lifetime. I think it could be an
Right.
exotic trip.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna brag on us a little bit. # relationship goals. I think that speaks a lot to the fact that you and I can have fun with each other no matter where we are. Not to say that we only go on trips by ourselves. Like we don't ever go on trips by ourselves actually. But I don't know if some people do have the trip of a lifetime every time they go somewhere.
Yeah.
I think that's just a different mentality that we have.
Yeah, and I could get that. I mean, we're both easygoing towards each other.
We're awesome.
Yeah. So I guess in saying that, I can kind of go into the next one because I'm just going to go in the order that I wrote them.
Go for it. I love it.
So Tahiti, we'd already talked about Tahiti,
Mhm.
and we'd already talked about this one, but I want to mention it. I mentioned Peru.
Yes.
I thought Peru was kind of cool, and the 3 things I wrote about it is the fact that in general, it is a beautiful country. There's tons of tourists, of course, the tours. I think they have, once again, no research has been done.
Yeah.
I think they have beautiful jungles or woods.
So probably like zip lining.
Yeah,
or...
zip lining, touring the Mayan temples,
That'd
and
be so cool.
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I do know 20 people that have done that.
Mhm.
I don't care. I don't think that takes away from it.
No, I don't think so either.
I think that's super cool.
Yeah.
And, so I think that counteracts what we were saying about Tahiti, where it's unique and it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
for this quick list that we did.
Right.
But the third thing I wrote about them was, from what I've heard people talk about it, great food and a really rich and proud culture.
That's
So
cool. That's a plus.
Yeah, I just think that's kind of cool to kind of be engulfed in something, that's a very proud culture. Something like Texas. Texas is
Right. It's an experience.
It's an experience. So
Yeah. Which is something that we talked about. That was like part of it, that we aren't necessarily like, let's go do exactly what we would do at home on a lazy Sunday in a different country. Like, let's experience the country. Let's experience the life there, which with a rich culture, that'd be easier to do.
Yeah, definitely. So that was my number 2.
Okay. I like it.
Okay, should I go on to my number 3?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, and then you can finish up.
Okay.
Okay. So we haven't talked about this one yet. And I was actually in the process of writing something else and then changed it to this. But I went, you know what? Nashville would be really cool.
That actually, I thought of that.
Really?
That would be cool. I didn't write it, but I did think of it.
Did you read it somewhere?
No.
You just thought, Nashville.
I just thought it kind of occurred to me like, somewhere where we could listen to good music. Because we like listening to live music. And that came to mind because that would be an experience, someplace that we've never been before. There's things to see. It's.
The 3 things that I wrote in this order: live music, and there's a night scene.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
We know people that live in the area or have been in the area.
Mm-hmm.
We can safely get around and know kind of what to look at. Tons of history behind Nashville as far as country music goes. Yeah. So that would be an easy plus that we could go and not so much like touring museums and things, but going to like the Grand Ole Opry or something like that. Something like that would be really cool.
That'd be very cool.
Number 3, and I hadn't thought about it until this, easy trip.
Very easy.
It's not that far. From Houston, it's probably 2-hour flight, something like that.
Yeah.
It's not very far.
No.
English speaking.
Yeah. We don't have to worry about a different language. We don't have to worry
passport, not going through customs. So that was a plus that I hadn't considered until then, but I did consider.
That is definitely a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's number 3. What about you?
Okay. So wait, how many have you named already?
3.
Just 3. Okay. And so I said Tahiti and Greece. So my third was actually Portugal.
Same area as Peru.
So for a couple of different reasons. For one, it's beautiful from all the pictures that I've seen. There's lots of really cool, lots of really pretty beaches. Again, it's kind of one of those things where we could make it different vacations if we wanted, like there are beaches, we could do the whole snorkeling thing if we wanted to. They also have forests, zip lining, things like that. There's lots of places to explore. They have a nightlife there as well. And if I'm not mistaken, they're one of those, I can't remember what color their sand is, but it's either like a pink sand beach or black sand beach or something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Unique.
Yeah. Plus, it's just, I don't know, it's Portugal.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
That'd be awesome.
I don't know.
I didn't think about that one.
But yeah, kind of the same idea as Peru. Like more of a little bit more exotic, but still, I don't know.
No, that's an
Nothing
awesome
too
one.
Crazy.
Okay. So hit me with number 4.
Belgium.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Belgium would be cool.
Right?
Yeah.
I have no reason why.
I
I
like it.
just when I was scrolling through on your phone, and couple times it came up, and it was just like places you've never thought of for your honeymoon, and it just had really pretty pictures. And they have like um it's not tropical, but it's still a place that you could explore. Like, I don't know, it'd probably be really cold in November.
Yeah, I think it's snowing.
Yeah.
I think it's
But
pretty far. It's not far north. It's just, I mean, Europe is,
yeah.
I think, in general, cold like the United States is.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't have anything past. I
No,
just saw it on there and it looked cool.
I think that's a good enough reason too. That's a good enough reason to do more research to look into it, something
Yeah.
like that. Okay, well then, so then my number 4 was mine transition from the last item of Nashville was easy trip, distance wise, easy travel. I went, okay, Fredericksburg.
Fredericksburg is always fun.
We listen. We talked about it. It's not glamorous. It's nothing, incredible or anything. But it's driving distance. We could literally be up there in 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. They have the wine tours in Texas. Neither of us are big wine drinkers, but
yeah, but
it'd be fun for a honeymoon.
yeah.
Casual, hang out, no agenda.
Yeah.
Just enjoy hanging out.
Right.
Enjoy the weather. It'll be a little chilly. It'll be not,
Yeah, it would be nice weather. We wouldn't have to bundle up or buy new clothes because it's so cold, but it would be
bring jackets.
comfortable.
Jackets,
Yeah.
jeans, pants,
Yeah.
whatever.
And some of those little bed and breakfasts or whatever that are in the hill country are beautiful.
Really pretty. And Fredericksburg, and the downtown actually it's a historical kind of
Yeah.
feel to it. Old shopping centers
Yeah.
and really just beautiful country too.
I like it.
And then the third one, it's not something that we've even really considered. It's not been a topic of conversation, but just to be normal humans, cost. It's not going to cost a fortune.
Right.
It'd be one of the ones I have by far
By far.
the most civilized.
Yeah.
And then I actually put a number 4 on there of reason, and then we talked about this was, I've heard before if you go on your honeymoon for too long, by the time you get back, some people are over wanting to talk about your honeymoon.
Yeah.
You might not have the fun of getting back and telling the story about doing this, and if you're gone for 8 days or 7 days on this trip, where if you go across the world, you almost need to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, that's very true.
So the fourth reason would be we could come home within a few days and celebrate with our family.
Yeah.
And see everyone and still enjoy it.
Right.
So that was I weigh that heavily. That makes
sure.
it fun, very casual. We don't need no real preparation for something like that.
Well, and I think it's important to remember, like, I realize our honeymoon is for us two to celebrate our marriage together, just us two. But at the same time, it's going to be like a hectic couple weeks leading up to the wedding. It might be nice to just go on a vacation where it's chill and we're not
hustling to catch our red eye.
Right. And we're not like trying
on
to
the
fit
other
in
end of the
everything we
world.
can because we spent all this money to travel 12 hours across this country or whatever.
Yeah, and if you're going to spend $1,500 on plane tickets a person, there is 100% pressure in having fun
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
or enjoying it,
Sure.
whatever your fun is.
Sure. Yeah.
So there is the extended pressure of just enjoying it. And,
Yeah.
Sometimes that can outweigh the fun
Yeah.
of, feeling pressure to have fun sometimes makes it not that much fun.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was just, I figured if we're going to be realistic, let's put realistic ones on here.
I like it. I thought about that too. I didn't ride any in the U.S., but I did think about it because that's definitely a possibility. And I like the idea because we've talked about it a few times going to like, see the redwood forest.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Or going to Yellowstone or something like that up north, just still in the country. Or even just Big Bend. We've never been to Big Bend either.
No, in Texas still.
Yeah, in Texas. I mean, it's an 8-hour drive, but I've heard it's amazing.
The thing about the Grand Canyon, Redwood Forest, Fredericksburg, it might not be a honeymoon feel.
Yeah, that's very true.
And that is something to consider. But once again, it's supposed to be the trip of a lifetime. We've done trips of lifetimes.
And this isn't the last trip we're ever going to take together.
Of course not. No, but I just feel like every trip that we've done is always really fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really fun because we're energetic people that enjoy wasting or enjoy using the energy.
Yeah, yeah.
So if we've always done that, I don't think so
Sorry,
weird.
I saw that out of my
Thank you.
peripheral.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay. So, trip of a lifetime. Sorry, camera cut out again. Trip of a lifetime. Maybe the trip what would make this a trip of a lifetime would be doing something different than we've always done.
Yeah.
Something to consider.
Yeah, absolutely.
More casual.
Mm-hmm.
The days aren't jam-packed, but we do have the capability of doing fun things.
Mm-hmm.
Something I wrote to,
That's a good idea.
Something to think about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I'll go number 5 then.
Okay.
My number 5 was Thailand.
Ooh.
I thought I've heard nothing but positive things about how beautiful it is. It could be a peaceful trip. We could go ride elephants, fight off tigers. I don't know what they do over there, but no, but they have huge cities like Bangkok, that we could go visit. And I said this about Peru, totally different culture.
Absolutely.
I mean, 100%.
Something we know nothing about.
Exactly.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so that was, like I said, that wasn't my number 5 or my number 1. It was just the last one that I wrote.
Yeah.
So that we could talk about it.
I like it. 100% different. Complete 360 from Fredericksburg.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was trying to go in no specific order.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay, so that was my top 5. So my top 5, Tahiti, or 5 that we talked about: Tahiti, Peru, Nashville, Fredericksburg, Thailand.
Okay.
So what's your number 5?
Okay, my last one was something we did talk about, and it was Europe again, but more of like a country hopping little vacation. For one, because I am very intrigued by trains. I think it's super cool that they just like hop from country to country on train rides. I don't know why, but it sounds really fun. You get to see it all like pass you by, and it's supposed to be really pretty. And because you always talk so highly of Italy, and that's something I'd want to experience with you. But then again, I don't necessarily, I would feel bad having you do the same vacation again.
No, you shouldn't.
Okay.
No, it's really pretty.
Okay. But see, if we were going to do it, who knows? Maybe Italy is enough in of itself for us to keep us busy for a couple days. But I thought it'd be kind of cool if we took a train to France or wherever, some other little country right around it.
Austria.
We could just go see, just to say we did.
Yeah.
Plus, I would ride a train.
Yeah, whenever we did the train ride in Slovenia, when I went over there to go play volleyball, it was just fun.
Yeah.
And it's exciting. The thing I always loved, or I love so much about Slovenia whenever we went, for one, it's on the northeast. It borders the northeast end of Italy. Mm-hmm. It touches, it's bordering Austria and Croatia. I think Croatia's to the right of it. But the best part about it was they speak, in Slovenia, they speak like Slavic. Mm-hmm. In Croatia, they speak Croatian. Austria, they speak Austrian. I hope I'm not wrong on all these. In Italy, they speak Italian. They all speak different languages, so their trade language, the one they communicate with everyone, is English.
Yeah.
That made it so much easier.
Yeah.
We would go up to the train station or trying to get to the train, and, we'd walk up to the front desk, and they'd throw some terms at us, and we just go, we're just trying to get on, C14. And they go, oh, okay. You go down, take a right, and then you'll be there. And, and it was like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. That's a big selling point for sure.
So English it's nice for transportation.
For sure.
In a foreign country because it's just tricky.
Yeah.
It makes it more tricky.
Yeah.
and that might take away from the thing. So Slovenia was gorgeous, and the train ride was incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it really was. It was 5 hours. Of course, I got tired,
Yeah.
fell asleep at times, but gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
So
Plus, that one seems, I don't know, maybe not. It seems like it would be romantic.
Yeah.
Like honeymoony,
yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Which, I mean, whatever. I mean, I don't think that we're, like you said, we want to do something. Oh, that's a good one. We want there to be like activities and everything like that, but I'm not opposed to a little romance.
Well, okay. Well, I like it. We've covered 10. So list off your 5 again.
Okay. Tahiti, Greece, Portugal, Europe, country hopping, and Belgium.
Awesome. Okay. I'm paranoid about the video cutting out. So we'll wrap it up. But we got that's kind of this is the very first step of talking
like
about
it.
the honeymoon.
I love how broad you went.
Yeah, no, I try to cover everything.
Good.
Just so we know, I don't care what we do.
I don't either.
You know, your call. I'll give my input to help you out, but no, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I hope these videos turn out so that we can look back at them and be like, what were we talking about? I mean, it's gonna be so much fun when we just look like idiots.
Yeah, it's going to be great. That's what all these videos are going to be
Oh,
in
yeah.
10, 15 years.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main point of them, is just talking about things that are fun to us right now. But anyways, okay, let's kill it before the video kills us.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.